So now that I've started planting seeds and gardening and whatnot, it's springtime, as you guys can see by outside. You guys can't really see outside, but it's springtime in London, April. And today I was watering my plants and I was propagating yesterday my aloe vera because the parent plant was almost dead, so I had to save it with the new pups. But when I was attending to my plants, I realized that I have so much patience now for things that I never would have thought I had patience for a year or two or three ago. And you might be thinking, yeah, patience comes with age, it comes with maturity, but it also comes with things happening to you in your life that are paramount or impactful. I'm not someone who's been through a lot of trauma and been through a lot of things, that I can share. I am someone that has done things that are hard for myself, physically demanding things, mentally demanding things, and lo and behold, now I'm at a point where my psyche is of someone who can give a lot of time to things that are worth it, or people that are worth it. That was interesting because I haven't done anything fancy or anything, out there or outlandish. So looking back at these last few years since I've turned into an adult, basically, I've come to realize I've been going through periods of healing without me knowing. And when I say healing, I don't mean, from trauma. Like I said, I'm not someone who's been through things. Going through new stages of life, going through new relationships, going through new jobs, going through new commitments, those kind of things cause us to heal in ways that we don't think we're healing from. So when it comes to, finding a new job, we're essentially healing or recovering or escaping from the previous job that we were in. Likewise, in a relationship, we're pretty much healing and we're just trying to transfer everything that we are to this new aspect of life. Same way, when you get into a marriage, you're essentially shedding the old skin of you being a single person. So your habits, your tendencies, your characteristics when you were a single person is now unbecoming, and you're more so healing from that to make room for new sprouts of marriage or new sprouts of a relationship emerging from yourself. And no, I'm not married, I'm just using it as a reference. Something that was really difficult for me to maintain or to continue doing was physical activity. And honestly, I really hated it up to maybe when I was 18, 19, coming out of high school. I really hated doing anything physical. Even when it comes to like walking, I hated walking, honestly. I'm thinking like the whole notion of walking and ugh. And now in my early 20s, there's nothing I like more than doing physical activity when it comes to running, gym, walking. I love walking, honestly. And honestly, it might come from a point of maturity or age, like I said. But if you ask me, I think it came from doing small things that led to having a greater outcome. When I first started doing physical activity, I was doing things alone, like doing push-ups in my room, using my skipping rope at home. I never really got into the gym stuff until I was about 20. And I can relate me doing those things to a plant. So when you seed or sow a plant, it's in the soil, it's in the dark, you can't see anything until it sprouts. So you got to give yourself patience. You got to give yourself the benefit of the doubt, especially when you start things. It's always going to be hard. Healing is hard, restarting is hard, starting is hard. It's not going to look aesthetic. It's not going to look good. Like, I probably was looking like a pig at home doing my push-ups. I couldn't even do push-ups. I was sweating like a pig on the mat at home. I remember this vividly in my head. And now push-ups are my most favorite thing. I can do them so easily. I feel like I'm top 10 in the UK. But another example of how growth comes from unsightly restarts or unsightly starts is my bamboo plant. So my bamboo plant has been in our home for about 3 to 4 years. It's really tall. It's about 10 feet. The highest stem is about 10 feet. And I noticed there was a lot of dead stems and dead leaves that need to be cut. And once I was done with it, it was looking really bare and awkward and naked. It had barely any leaves. But the process of pruning isn't meant to look attractive. It's meant to restart new growth in the different nodes on the stems to eventually get greener and more vibrant colors. Now take my bamboo plant as an example. Right now, I've given it a haircut. It's looking nice and cut. It's looking weird from the outside, but eventually, give it a few months, it's gonna look way better than it did look before. And if there's one thing I'm truly grateful to God for bestowing upon me, is this newfound patience I have for new things in my life. And in my opinion, I think patience is the best quality a human can have. Patience and plants. Never forget, patience, plants, patience, plants. That's it. That's the title of the video. Patience and plants. Patience and plants.